everyone, Creature Run Guy here. Yeah. Sorry, it's been a while. Okay, so before I get on with the review, I have a couple of things I want to address. First of all, I've been a little bit busy with, end of school tests and stuff, and all that other junk. But, and also, I also would like to, thanks everyone, to all my subscribers and everyone who's commented and liked the video and everything. I really am grateful and everything, because it's just, this has just been a little hobby, and it's just fun to be able to know that people are actually out there watching it. So that's fun, but that's cool. So anyway, now on with forget all the mushy stuff, on with the review. This awesomely ready to go dude is Generations Cup. This is the new take on G1 Cup, and it's very, very pleasing. I like how they're trying to, Hasbro's been trying to switch up the weapons and everything, giving a little bit of different things. You got really cool swords, and you also got really cool other things, and you got really cool guns, and that is one of the main things about this guy. He's got an awesome, awesome rifle. I mean, let's just take a look at this thing here for a second. Just take it out of his arms, or his hands, and there you go. Look at that, it's a rifle. He's got a rifle. And, of course, the leader of the security guard of the Autobots should have an awesome, cool gun. So, let's take a look at this bad boy. So, let's take a look here. First of all, I want to point out that this little front here is kind of an homage to the old Cup from G1, because it looks like the old front to his car mode, or whatever it was, his car mode, his pickup mode, and it kind of looks just like that, only a really updated version, which is very cool. So now let's get on with the good parts. These giant feet. I mean, look at these giant things. Look at those. I mean, they're huge. And well, I mean, I guess he's got to have good feet to be able to stand his ground and never look back and never turn back and other cool stuff. Now all these. Now I want to point out the color scheme here. Look at this awesome turquoise color. It's so Cup. It's so G1-esque. And it's just so awesome. It works so great with this guy. And I love this little bits of yellow here, too. I really like that combination there. That forest green and really bright yellow. Looks awesome. I mean, it just looks great. And now I could go without these panels on here, and they're actually kind of loose on mine. I'm not sure if they're on everybody's, but kind of loose on mine. And for some reason, the instructions say to put them going forwards, which, I mean, I guess it's better than having them go backwards, which would kind of get in the way of his wheel and stuff. So I'm glad they do that, but still, I mean, man, guys, do we have to have panels on everything? Gosh. And then he got this backpack back here, which actually I'm not too, I'm not too sad about. I thought I would be, but I'm not, because it just kind of, makes him look heftier, makes him look like a soldier, because, he's got his, because he's got his rucksack back there, and his backpack or whatever. It just looks great. And then, oh my gosh, the head. Look at that old face in there, that old mug. And look at this awesome helmet or whatever he's got on his head. It's just totally Cup. I mean, this is exactly the spitting image of Cup. It's a lot more anyways than that old toy. And this overall look of him just kind of looks like a soldier. I mean, it's funny how they incorporate pieces of what a soldier would be into this robot, which also turns into a truck. I mean, it just looks great. He's got his six-pack there, and, the front here looks like a big chest. Then he's got these nice, big, chunky, gobby legs. I mean, they're just so nice. So nice and smooth. Looks great. But then it all comes together with his gun when he gets some first-class posing. Truly awesome indeed. Now, as far as size comparison goes, I'd like to say he's in scale with Hot Rod, but Hot Rod's a bit of a freak when it comes to size comparisons anyway, so we'll let that go. Now, who he does go with perfectly, and I mean perfectly, is Generations Blur, which, it makes sense that he would, seeing as how they're both from the same series, and they just look like they're made for each other. You got Blur, and you got Cup. Cup, Blur. Blur, Cup. And they both have these awesome rifles, which is kind of confusing, but not too. I mean, a bunch of guys like a bunch of rifles. So yeah, Cup is awesome. This is probably one of the best robot molds I've seen in a long time. I mean, it's just great. It just gives me the same chills I got when I saw those old Transformers Universe guys, like Hound. I mean, this is just perfect in every single proportional way. I mean, he's great. But now what about the alt mode? If he can pull off a great robot mode, he doesn't always necessarily mean he can pull off a great alt mode, as is the case we've seen in several cases before. But, well, let's just see. Oh look! Cup pulled off not only an awesome robot mode, but also a very awesome alt mode too! Whoa, this thing is cool! I mean, you can't get too excited about a pickup, but it's still really cool, and it's not a stupid sports car, which is great. I mean, sports cars are cool, but you don't want a bunch of them. It's like Hound, once again. I don't know why I'm making the comparison with this guy and Hound, but they're just kind of similar. You know, they're both green, they're both not sports cars, and they're both very good in both modes. So yeah, this thing is awesome. I honestly cannot think of a bad thing to say about this thing in general. The transformation is fun. It's new. It's just really fun. It's fun how everything ends up and just kind of squares away into a very nice little pickup here. Once again, it's got that nice turquoise color and a nice big old red Autobot Signia on the front. That's what I'm talking about. And oh my gosh, weapon storage! That awesome rifle stores on the bottom and becomes one of the mufflers. Look at that. But if you don't want to go the, passive route, you can always go the aggressive route and go with the rifle mounted on the top of the car. And I know we've seen that go horribly awry before, but for some reason on Cup, it just works. I mean, I know it looks kind of dumb, but it looks like it kind of goes, you know? It looks like it's a mounted machine gun on top of a pickup truck. I don't know. Maybe it's just my imagination, or maybe it's just because I love Cup. I don't know. Personally though, since I'm a weapon storage sort of guy, I like to just kind of put it up there. Give it 2 mufflers, not just one, pollute the air a little bit more. So what is this kind of pickup truck? It looks kind of like a Honda Avalanche or something. I don't know. Looks kind of like that. It looks great. It looks great. And it really looks like it's not a space-agey sort of pickup anymore like the old Cup, but it's very much like the old Cup in that it just looks like an updated version of him, only, not ridiculous looking. And I did actually like the alt mode on the old Cup, but this one is just, a real truck. So let's just stay with the real stuff, guys. That's what Robots in Disguise is all about. And of course, you know that this guy's going to fit in great with the other classic Autobots. I mean, just awesome. Adding a little bit of a difference into the mix-up. And that's really what it's all about. So yes, in case you haven't been able to figure it out yet, I love this guy, and I definitely recommend him. The bad thing is, though, that he's also very hard to find. Like, he's one of those like Wheeljack or Scourge or Thundercrackers. It's like, if you are lucky to find one of those in a store, then you should definitely get it. If you don't, then you're going to regret it for the rest of your life. Trust me, I know. Because if you don't, you'll pass it up, you'll never see it again, and you'll find it on eBay 5 years later for $60, as is the case with several, such as Ironhide. I've seen this guy exactly once, and that was when I bought him, because I knew that I was never going to see him again. So definitely, guys, if you see any of them, or this guy especially, get him. Please do yourself a favor and get it. If not, even if you don't like it, just get it anyway, okay? Because it's going to be worth something in a few years, especially when these things are all gone. So get it and don't look back, because you're going to love it, and that's all I can say about it. It's just a great classic character made into a great classic toy. So, yeah, I think Cup's awesome. He's an awesome character. Really do think he's neat. So, I'm Creature Hunt Guy. This is Cup, the pickup truck. I just now got that. And I'll see you guys later. Hopefully, it will not be a week later.